There are only 3 ways to grow an online education business. In this video, I'm going to rank them from slowest to fastest and also help you decide which one is going to be the best fit for you today. Now, my name is Brian Elwood. I'm an investor and an online coach, and I'm the author of Nail Your Niche. This is a blueprint to a 6-figure coaching business. You can get a PDF copy of this for free right now at nailyourniche.net. Everybody, including me, would love to have more leads for our business. If we had this endless stream of leads just pouring in every day, it would solve most of our business problems, right? And that's essentially what an attraction strategy is. It attracts leads to you for your business. Attraction strategy number 1 is organic. Now, organic means posting consistently online. It's what you see people do all over the place. They're growing their following, they're building their email list. This could mean posting a regular YouTube video like this one. It could mean posting on Instagram consistently or starting a podcast. Regardless of the platform you choose, this is an organic marketing strategy. They call it organic because it's kind of the opposite of paid. It doesn't cost any money. You're kind of growing up slowly from the ground up organically. The pro of this strategy is that it's free, right? It doesn't cost anything to post on Instagram, and your ideal clients can read your caption, look at your picture, possibly DM you about working together. Another pro about this strategy is that it compounds over the long term. You know, you see people's YouTube growth, for example, starts out pretty flat and then it starts to grow in a compound way. So really, if you're willing to commit to this for 2-3 years or more, then the organic marketing strategy could be the best one for you. Now, the cons or the downsides of organic marketing are that it takes a lot of work, okay? It's labor intensive. Nobody's gonna create this content for you. You gotta do it yourself, and you gotta show up consistently over the long term, not months, I'm talking years. Now, because organic marketing is so slow and labor intensive, it is what is considered to be the slowest of the 3 attraction strategies. Attraction strategy number 2 is collaborations. This is when you work with other leaders in your same space who have already built somewhat of an audience of the same type of people that you would like to have as your clients. So if you were an aspiring fitness coach and you didn't have much of a following, what you could do is look at the other fitness coaches in your space who have more of a following than you, reach out to them and ask them to interview them on one of your platforms. This is one of the best ways to collaborate with people who have a bigger following than you. They like getting interviewed, they like the free exposure they get. Then when you publish that interview, you can share the links with the person that you interviewed. They'll share it with their audience, and then that gets you free exposure. I had a real estate podcast for years, and I interviewed lots of other investors and coaches. And then when I shared my interview and went out to their audiences, those people came and they subscribed to my podcast. Now, the downside of collaborating is it's also a lot of work. I don't particularly like scheduling and completing interviews. I like to wake up and have as little calls on my calendar as possible. And so if that's you, maybe the interviewing strategy wouldn't be the best for you. Whereas some people who are very extroverted and they'd much rather be talking to someone than like caved away in a coffee shop, if that's you, then collaborating and interviewing and connecting with the other leaders in your space might be the perfect fit for you. Now, because collaboration allows you to leverage the audiences of other people, it is the second fastest of the 3 attraction strategies. All right, attraction strategy number 3 is paid advertising. This is literally where you pay to run ads to get eyeballs on your content today from the people who you know you might like to have as your customers. And so obviously the pros of this strategy are that you could get eyeballs on your content today, whereas you're trying to post on organic, nobody cares. If you run an ad today, you put some dollars behind that, you could have like hundreds or even thousands of people seeing your content before this day is over. And also, once you find a winning formula where you're making more than the ads are costing you, then you can step on the gas and scale. Now, the downsides of paid advertising are that obviously it costs a decent amount of money. A lot of people say you should expect to spend at least 10 grand or more trying to figure out the winning ad formula for your market. And that can be pretty frustrating or really just inaccessible for a beginner who doesn't have the funds. And also, if you're new and you don't really know your customer avatar that well and their pains and their desires, or you haven't tested your offer out organically, then putting ad dollars behind it only to find out that your offer sucks and nobody wants it, you need to make it better, it's kind of stupid. I've done this multiple times. Ask me how I know. Now, because paid advertising is so quick and you can just put money behind it and get eyeballs on it today, it is considered to be the fastest of the 3 attraction strategies. All right, so we've laid out the 3 attraction strategies, but how do you choose which one is right for you? Well, I'll tell you what's worked for me and what all the gurus have recommended to me, and that is, if you're making less than $30,000 per month, then start with organic marketing and collaborations, and work and grow those up, build your audience up, and get your revenue to a point where you have the money to spend on ads, even if you lose some while you're testing and figuring it out, because then you can afford to burn some money while you're finding that winning ad formula. The other thing I would say is to think about which strategy fits your personality the best. Organic marketing, it's creating lots of content. Collaborations, doing lots of interviews. And paid advertising is creating lots of ads to test, tracking KPIs, spreadsheets, all that type of stuff. Whichever you choose, it's going to take work and it's going to take consistent effort over the long haul. So I made another video to help you with that consistent commitment to whatever you choose. It's called the 2-year rule. Check it out right here. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time.